In 1968, the Cold War was fought in silence, miles beneath the Pacific. The Soviet nuclear submarine, the K-129, vanished. For the CIA, this was a massive opportunity. The wreck contained a treasure trove, nuclear missiles, codes, and naval blueprints, an advantage that could end the Cold War. The K-129 was 3 miles down, 16,000 feet deep. It was impossible, but the CIA decided to attempt the unthinkable, Project Azorian. To hide the most expensive intelligence coup, they needed the biggest lie. The cover was simple. Eccentric billionaire Howard Hughes was building a deep-sea mining ship, the Hughes Glomar Explorer, to collect manganese nodules. The reality? A multi-stage deception costing over $350 million. The Glomar Explorer was a military marvel with a massive central hole, the moon pool. Below it was the real prize, Clementine, a giant 600-ton claw designed to be lowered on steel pipes to lock on to the K-129. The mission was a perfect blend of high-tech engineering and psychological warfare. The CIA had located the wreck via SOSUS. Now they just needed to lift it without anyone knowing.
This story of espionage and engineering is only possible because of the resources and determination the world superpowers committed to secrecy. If you find these deep dives into history's most secret missions fascinating, take a quick second to hit that subscribe button and join us as we uncover more classified files from the Cold War and beyond. Your support helps us keep the hidden history coming.
In the summer of 1974, the Glomar Explorer positioned over the site. Clementine descended for weeks, piece by agonizing piece. Tension was not just below the waves. The Soviets were still patrolling. Soon, the Soviet AGI vessel, the Chazma, arrived. Project Azorian became a high-stakes psychological thriller. The Glomar Explorer crew had to act like deep-sea miners, fully aware they were being watched by their rivals who were close enough to wave. In the moon pool control room, the CIA technicians were lifting a nuclear submarine. On the surface, they were pretending to be eccentric businessmen. The Glomar's every move, its path, its anchor points, was a scrutinized piece in this silent game of chess. The Soviets were patient. The Americans were desperate to finish. The world's two superpowers were locked in an unprecedented 3-mile deep standoff.
Finally, the retrieval began. Clementine had secured the wreck, hauling it up foot by agonizing foot. But the deep-sea pressure had done its damage. As the K-129 neared the surface, disaster struck. An unconfirmed but widely accepted report states that 2/3 of the hull tore away and plummeted back to the ocean floor. The giant claw had failed. However, it was not a total loss. As the surviving section was finally hauled into the moon pool, the crew witnessed a sight that confirmed the insanity of the mission. The massive, segmented arm of Clementine rising from the water, dripping, not with deep-sea sludge, but with fragments of a nuclear hull, covered in rust and bioluminescent marine life, a monstrous, priceless intelligence trophy. The retrieved section yielded the jackpot: 2 nuclear torpedoes, crucial naval equipment, and most importantly, the vital code and cryptographic machines. The intelligence was deemed invaluable, a massive Cold War victory that justified the $800 million price tag. In an act of respect, the U.S. filmed a solemn burial at sea for the 6 Soviet submariners recovered, maintaining the project's secrecy.
The secret couldn't last forever. In 1974, a major U.S. newspaper received an anonymous tip about the Glomar Explorer's true purpose. The CIA's response created history, the Glomar response. They could neither confirm nor deny the existence of the documents, a phrase now famous for government evasion. Project Azorian stands as the most daring, expensive, and complex intelligence operation in history. It proved that in the Cold War, no secret was safe and no location too remote. The Glomar Explorer was a terrifying blueprint for the future of deep-sea intelligence gathering. The silent success of Project Azorian changed the way nations spy forever. If you were the U.S. president, knowing the immense risk and cost, would you have authorized Project Azorian? Was the intelligence worth the nearly $1 billion price tag? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below.